Paul. Yes. hmm I think that somebody's planned some very large arms sales. Yeah. And of course, when you're using a satellite to control what is said so that you know what's going to be asked and control what is being done, I'm going to want those satellites. Raytheon, yes. Could you get me the largest military industrial complex? Yes. See, I did have some experience with some individuals that thought it was funny being on somebody. Yes. So they could talk through their mouth. They could take their hands. Ooch. Quite possibly they could control their genitals. Yes. When I was in Centralia, we went to a dinner. Yes, yes, yes. One of these retirees, I think it was from Raytheon, ooch, thought he brought his satellite with him. Now we have a real problem because of the use of technology. Um, Raytheon, yeah. Are you selling any arms to anybody, or are you making any special satellites where if I just own one of those satellites, I could control the whole state? Pooch. I could Stepford every woman. They'd all find me, well, irresistible. Yes. I could just touch their noses and they'd all remove their clothes right now. You got any technology that in the last 30 years, Raytheon, that if I could just sew it in, yes, I'd be the most desirable man in the world. Now, why don't you tell me what you're working on? Poop. Because somebody's wanting to Stepford the whole nation. Now, these mayors, yes, City of Los Angeles, poop, deputy mayor, why don't you get me every mayor? Because, I thought about, well, if I'm going to include some new email addresses, maybe I should go for the largest cities of the United States, San Francisco. Poach! Why don't you get me all the employees of the city of San Francisco? Now, for all of you that thought that this technology was the answer to productivity, yes, that you could just read the memories of anybody, you could have sex through them, joyride each other, yes. You could load each other's genitals, yes, and you could be on them at any time, and it would be so fantastic to not have control of your physical bodies, yes, or your actual thoughts, yes. So just give me the mayor of San Francisco right now, and then all of those in the city council, and then the county of San Francisco, yes, because I emailed a lot of those in California. Poop. Now, this idea of not having federal statutes enforced, yes, I think that a lot of the actual employees of the government have gotten involved with something that is really not good for the nation. Yeah. Now it's good that you decided to step on me, okay? But get me to San Francisco, okay? And the last 50 years of employees, and all of those that were in office or in 1974. Yeah. Now, the Bank of America, this is one of your larger banks, has 20 to 25% of the mortgages. Yeah. You remember the credit crisis? Yeah. They bought, well, I think it was Merrill Lynch. Yes, they did. And they bought, there was something else, Countrywide. Yes. And Ken Lewis was the big dog there. Poop. Could you get me the employees of Bank of America? Because when you have control of or the possible liability of 20 to 25% of the mortgages of the United States, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got a lot of responsibility. And all these bankers that are, upper level management that are sure, everything's going to be fine. Okay. There's not going to be another war. We're not going to run out of oil. There's not going to be one of these crises. And we're just going to be on each other. We're going to have sex through each other and our wives. Now, I am somewhat stereotyping. Yes, you have women that work there too. Well, did you? Oh, no. I'm going to use a stereotype, okay? Men go to work and women stay home. Now, it's offensive to women. Yes. Should I do it the opposite? Wait, right now. Right now. Right now. Why don't you give me the actual upper level management of the Bank of America Corporation and their actual hatred of gender stereotyping of a man works and a woman stays home. But when you're working with those that are Stepford, do I expect that Ken Lewis's wife is actually employed at the same time as the president of a bank? No. Moynihan, pooch. Is your wife working right now, or is she out there Stefforded? And then give me all those mortgages that you are legally liable for the default of. If he does, because I got it.